Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with yet another episode of Spain, our Victoria, Heart of Darkness 2, Spain. Really, in hindsight, it would have been easier if I just named this after the country, but hindsight is 2020, as they say. Don't know where I'm going with this. So, one of the things that I am going to do after Blowfly's wonderful comment about the school reforms, which, quite honestly, I think would be a good idea. If they help with literacy and education, which I think they do. Let's see, school system. Immigrant attraction, education efficiency. Yeah, that is kind of a good thing to do. Now, I may have screwed it up by switching... Oh, halt! By switching over to... a conservative government, but screw it. You know what? We need the economy fixed before we can get people smarter. I think, anyway. Order of operations. That's the order of operation. Social science, revolution, and counter-revolution. That would put an end to all those annoying pop-ups about women wanting the right to vote. Not saying that women wanting the right to vote is annoying, just that in the game, it is. So that's something to think about. Social science and revolution and counter-revolution. But here we can go with sea power and the merchant marine. Which I don't think would be a good shift for Spain. Although I certainly would like to try and get our navy on the go. Steel steamers. Steel steamers. Good, good. How are our naval bases? Before I get too far along, yes. Let's indeed, while we've got the money, expand all our naval bases to 4. Because that would be a good idea. Wish there was a button to do this. Are we out of money already? Well, that was that. How is it... Doesn't matter. We can tax the shit out of our people now. Right on. 70... 70... And now it doesn't matter. We can tax the rich, too. We'll leave it at 50. There we go. Making bank again! Yeah! And almost overnight, by fixing our economic problems, we're actually putting people to work. Strangely, you can see here our unemployment keeps going up in Aragon, and yet we've got an open fabric factory there just waiting for people to come on in. How to rectify that? Oh, that's quite high. Soon we should be going for what's it's called? Americans went crazy in the Pacific, that's for sure. This place, this land here. They are a civilized nation, so that means it's going to be a massive infamy hit to take the Moluccas state? We'll find out when we conquer it. But it should be fairly easy to conquer. So that's a good thing. And how are things going with Sokoto here? Right, they're not. This might be a good opportunity to take a stab at taking that. What? Oh, of course we are at war with people, aren't we? No, I need that and that. Yes! Now it's all coming back. This war first. Huzzah! Nope. Another election. Well, at least I know now that if the Liberals win again, I can just put the Conservatives back in, and everything will be hunky-dory. Alright. Before this war gets too crazy, Granada, thank you, and Extremadura. Thank you. Spanish West Morocco, sure, why not? And Luzon, sure, why not? Right, that'll help. Sure. And that's gonna probably take forever. Let's see, we've got the conservatives in, so we want to go with moralism. Yes, vote for the conservatives, people, they will help you. Or socialist, one of the two. Just don't split the difference and go liberal. Yes. Can't believe it's 63 grand for yet another naval base. Or for an upgrade on that naval base. That's insanity. Whatever. Yeah, suck on that, Austria. This colony's gonna be mine. Pro-military, there we go. Thank you. So certainly one thing I don't understand about colonizing is this mention of drift. I'm not sure what that means. Blowfly, my expert in all things Victoria 2. If you know, let me know. If someone else out there knows, let me know. You know, it doesn't just have to be whatever. If someone knows, let me know what the hell that drift means. Is that drift away from, or to, or whatever? Pro-military. See, that is indeed where I'm a little bit... what? Luzon, you already got a bunch in there, do you? Okay. Thank you. Man, I don't know. Catalonia, do you need clergy? Yeah, you do. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. Production quota is too high. Yeah, interventionism, right? Is what? No, we're state capitalism. So that's what we're gonna roll with, which isn't a thing in this. Oh. You see, the annoying thing is, it's like split down the middle of the three that I don't mind, because at least then I can keep factories open that are closed, and yet the liberals seem to be winning. I don't get it. I don't get it. So we're going to focus on whatever gets interventionism the least bit of thing, and we're going to get school system. Thank you. Make our Spaniards smarter. Better, faster, and stronger. Let it take its course. That's probably what's killing me over. Is, yeah, that's right. Suck on it, Austria. I think limited would be the good thing to do. Limited would indeed be the thing to do. Thank you. Let's go ahead, create a protectorate, and make it a colony. Ooh, and it's a slave state, too. That might come up later. But at least we got a colonial supply of iron. Yay. Certainly isn't sounding healthy, is it? Liberal and anarcho-liberals. No. Where are they? There we go. Union Liberal. I don't care if that pisses people off. Deal with it. Now I gotta adjust the freaking tax rates again. I think it was 70%. Whatever. Richer paying their fair share too. There we go. Gotta build up a bank here. Alright, well this is taking literally forever to conquer. Hurry up! Got an engineer there. I guess I should just make a stack of entire engineers for colonial conquests. Remember that for my Pacific adventures. Hope Windows wasn't telling me about something important there. What's closed? What? Are you kidding me? A machine parts factory is closed. Guys, you are doing this wrong. That should not be closed. Or was it just the 1.5 days under liberalism that ruined everything? Build the railroads, max invest. There we go, we can throw some cash at that, at least. And maybe a steel factory now. Although, don't I already have one? I could have sworn, yes I do, but it's very understaffed in Galicia there. It looks like Valencia might need a new thingamabooper, so what can we build? No, nothing, obviously, we're broke. Is anything going in Galicia? No. No, it isn't. Okay. Thanks for the attempt anyway, capitalists. Maybe one day you'll build something that's useful. Head north, lads. Oh, Confederate North Angola is indeed a real nation. Well, not a real, a civilized nation. I should probably invest a bit more then into my military spending. It's going to drive us into debt. So we'll just put it up to 54%. And my 12 versus 4 should still give me enough of an advantage if indeed I do need to attack them. And I can't believe... Like, I remember writing way back when this series started that I was excited to see how hacked up the world would be. But man, Austria really made a mess of it. Like, everyone else is keeping their colors, but you can tell if it's a different color. Oh no, that bit's French. Okay. But like, this whole region here, it's insanity. Absolute insanity. What are you doing, Austria? Go home, you're drunk. And why haven't they come? Look at this! They, instead of securing territory there, they were like, no, we're gonna mess with Spain. And now they're going in and messing with... Well, to be fair, I don't think the French have a good outlet. Anyway. Colonialism, or colonization, is weird in the new thing. That makes sense. Oh yeah, right. Well, it looks like British Columbians have come up with communism. We want, no need, a free society where no one is considered to be superior, no one is left behind, and where mankind is free from oppression and scarcity. We need a society without a government, without class divisions, and where the workers control the means of production. Strange how communism never really wound up like that. Hate to get off on a political tangent, but what else am I going to talk about during the Victoria game? Probably many other things, but in this particular case, nothing else. It's just, if you look at all communist governments, the problem is that indeed, they don't do away with the state, but the state just sort of becomes everything. So that's interesting. That's a bit of a problem. Why can't I jump in? I'm a great power now. Let me play, guys. Those jerks. But I bet Bavaria's got a vote. Those. Too many great power allies. With who? I don't have any. You don't have any. Look at that. Right? Let me just see. Protected by Korea. I don't get that. Japan can't be protected by Korea. Regardless, they don't have any allies, and neither do I. Oh, is it because I'm allied with Russia that I can't be allied with any other great power? That's insanity. Sometimes that diplomatic game, it just don't make sense. Have we got? No, we have nowhere near enough to get that last naval base built up. And that is still a yearish away. Okay. Yay, white peace. That's the best kind. How's this coming along? Soldiers, okay. Socialist loyalty. Whoop. Clergymen. Spanish West Morocco. You're done. Let's, no, that should still be fine, but let's see, how is Valencia looking? Yeah, that Valencia really doesn't need clergy. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's say Spanish South Angola. Clergy. Although, no, that won't really help. What will help is a place like Togo. Or Bornu. Or Spanish North Cameroon. There we go. That looks like a good colony to start educating. Although South Cameroon is bigger. The Niger Delta is even bigger than that. There. I'm leaving it at the Niger Delta. Right? Yes. There we go. Gurkhas, Askaris, and Trirlirius? That last one has to be French. So apologies on my French pronunciation. As always. I was born under Spanish rule. All of my life I have dressed in Spanish clothes, been taught and spoken the language of Spain. It should not surprise anyone that I am willing to die for my country. A tradition of support for Spain and Spanish rule has taken hold in one of our colonies, and several natives have expressed support for the ideas that have floated about the colonial office for some time of setting up native military regiments to help maintain order in our colonies. My loyal subjects, you serve your country best at home. A fantastic idea that we should spare no effort in implementing. That's not even a question. Spare no effort. Yeah, you tried. You tried to take us. Oh, what have we got? What have we got? Yeah, sure, we'll add you to our sphere. How's everyone else looking? Yep. The good old usual of going back through this crap. I just wish I had remembered about constitutional monarchies being able to change governments right from the get-go. That would have been much, much better. How about a peace? Are you willing to... They would accept! Hey! You can stay. Yay! Look at that. Another chunk of Africa. Ours. And we should form an alliance, so now the US can't hack up the rest of what's left of them. I see what you're up to, America. We don't have the military to stand up to them. Oh, and we're gonna drop down again. How wonderful. What the hell is going on with my freaking... Okay. Obviously, we just need to subsidize everything. Step 1. Step 2, let's start getting some more factories built, right? So we need a furniture factory. Let's build a furniture factory. We need probably a clothing thing, so we should build a clothing thing next to our fabric thing. I think that makes sense. Yay, we can build cruisers. That's good. I'm going to get started on that rather quickly. Let me just find a regular clothes factory. We need about 13 grand. So we should be able to build that now. Excellent. Alright. Build a navy. We can build cruisers. Level 4 or greater. Well, we're working on that. We'll get there soon, I hope. We got our steamer transports. That's good. I don't care about a lost admiral. He can be replaced. South Angola. Oh, so they already... But if they've got out-of-work craftsmen, presumably they have a factory here, right? I mean, obviously they don't. We'd have to get the bureaucrat population up. Ooh! Excellent. Oil. That's great. We can start production of fuel and give Spain a really handy industry to have. We should also be doing our best to make sure that that stays protected. That infamy really needs to drop down a lot faster. Spare no effort. We are getting a lot of blights. Minimum wage movement. Those people are getting angry. Okay. So the next thing we're going to have to do is probably give a bit of a minimum wage. Which will at least get some more immigrants. So that's probably good. I mean, really, our amount of unemployed workers isn't that bad. So that should be a good thing. I think, anyway. Destitution and poverty, along with the other social ills that follow in the wake of a serious alcohol addiction, are becoming ever more widespread in Cartagena, and in the entire Valencia region. Local temperance advocates blame the multitude of venues, bars, and beer halls available in Cartagena, while other, perhaps less partisan observers point to unemployment and hard working conditions. After I just said unemployment wasn't that bad, they're like, too many people are drinking because they can't work. Alright. Oh, but the militancy. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll take a moralistic stand. We are a conservative government after all. And in the 21st century, that means moralism. Perhaps a bit too much of modern projection? Maybe? I can't argue that. Yeah, lazy natives, because that's going to cost us prestige, and we can't afford to lose prestige. Oh, what do we got? Bolivia? Not that it matters, but we'll try. And really, having Spain fluctuate between great and secondary power status, one of the things that I would like to see, although I can understand, I guess, why it isn't available, but one of the things that I would like to see as a secondary power is to continue being able to influence minor nations. Obviously not add them to a sphere, but at least then when you rise up and you become a great power, it would take less time to get your sphere on the go. I think that would, although I guess you'd have to completely rework the system, wouldn't you? Let me think on that. Looks like we've got another letter writing campaign. So what do we want? We want, I guess, upper house. We'll take it. Yeah, because now we got that. No, that. And, oh. Well, we can try moving to just good old-fashioned universal. Although I'm worried that that might no, I don't think that will remove the parliament or the constitutional monarchy that we got. Although doing something trivial like moving to secret ballots will just get more people to want to move to Spain. So there you go. Not even 1% of the population wanted it. But the Spanish people got it. Alright, we'll go with revolution and counter-revolution, I think. Although, with the discovery of oil, it would probably be a good idea to try and go after whatever it is that'll let me start building fuel. Now what is it? Is it the combustion engine? It's probably the combustion engine. Right? Mining, supply limit. That gets me a whole bunch of other stuff though, so let's go with that. Got a lot to do. Got a lot to research for old Spain. And we're no longer a great power anymore, so hold on tight, Sokoto. Wow. Okay, so that is quite the title for a country. American People's Democratic Republic of Ivory Coast. How many people in the Ivory Coast are Yankee? It's like none of them. So are they really American peoples? Not really something I want to make a call on. Not touching that. Ah, look at Canada. Aside from those communists in BC. There's foxes in the henhouse. Cows out in the corn. The unions have been busted. The proud red banners torn. Steve Earle. Capitalists in one of our states have begun employing union-busting tactics to end what they describe as the scourge of organized labor. By employing professional infiltrators to get under the skin of the state's labor movement, the capitalists hope to be able to sow discontent among the union rank and file. An excellent initiative that can only be applauded. They must stop infringing on organizational freedoms. What does this do? Lose consciousness, gain militancy for socialists, and all rich. Well, let's take a look at this, shall we? So we don't have too many socialists and even less communists. But rich people make up a whopping what? Are you unselected? Oh, we have no clerks, so that's fine. Wish I could see how much of the percentage this was. Okay, you know what? We'll just go with pissing off the rich now. They kept voting in those liberal governments that were the bane of our existence. Oh, what? Yeah, sure. Let's get involved in a war. Now, does Germany have any colonies? I doubt that they would. Yeah, they probably wouldn't. So, let's see the rundown. Oh, the Russians have this. They should be able to take the Germans, no problem. Who else are we at war with? The Netherlands! Oh, yeah, okay. Take that, Dutch. Are you big enough to fit? Yes, okay. Wonderful. So now it's just the Netherlands, North German Federation, and Württemberg. Because Luxembourg didn't want anything to do with this war, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. Haha! Thought you could Try and defeat my fleet, did you? Not very likely. Yes, I'm not surprised that it didn't. The world's falling apart. Nobody can really focus on Moravia. Sounds like my naval bases are getting completed, which can only mean one thing. We can build cruisers now. We'll go with 3, 6, 9, 12. Perfect. A cruiser for each transport. Beautiful. Go south. A moment ago, they marched and shouted, cries of desperation and anger echoing through the streets. Now, a calm settles over the scene, as the anger subsides into stillness, and strife dissolves into peace. Whatever else can be said about the ails of our country, for all its flaws and warts and barely overgrown scabs on old wounds, all people in our nation take an equal share in the toils and hardships. And people know this. Let us forget, let us forgive. Considering militancy is higher than consciousness, we will take the decrease in militancy. That sounds like a much better plan. Oh, look at that. We got some citizen guards rising up here. That's right. Tensions are being dissipated. That's wonderful. Oh, and we're a great power again. Well, we will be soon. No doubt thanks to our enhanced military score for being at war with people. Oh. Catalonia has enough clergymen. So how about Galicia? No, Galicia's doing fine. I was gonna say flying. Flying's not really a thing. Valencia? No, Valencia's fine. I have a feeling I keep going back to Valencia. So let's go to the socialists here, remove the focus, and see if we can do some... Nope, they don't need it. Okay. Not a problem. We'll do this the good old-fashioned way. Yeah, sure, we'll go... No, they've already had it. They don't need it. But South Cameroon, they definitely do, and so does Visayas. Right? Yeah, they all need it. Oh, did France? Yeah, France did join in. Ha! Suck it. And Württemberg is out. Württemberg was like, France is involved? I'm tapping out. We're done. I guess if France is involved too, then that means I could probably march my military in to give them a hand. Right? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. There's like so much industry crap that I haven't even touched. But I do kind of want to put an end to all of this suffragette movement nonsense. Look at that. I basically sent that army up so people could be like, yeah, Spain, you're doing something. Other than just being a very minor thorn in the Dutch and their side. In fact, let's go ahead and pull our fleet in. And I'm half tempted to take out those guards. I'm going to have to now, with France getting involved. They see what's up. So there we go. And thankfully, I just took over the occupation of the rebels. So I've learned something about Victoria too. If you're ever at war with someone, attack the rebels because you'll just take over the siege. That's a brilliant little thing. I enjoy that. Probably don't need soldiers in Andalusia anymore. But I wonder, do they need clergy? They do. There we go. So really, probably what I'm doing there is just taking some people that I put into uniform and then taking them out of uniform and putting them into church. Yay, more prestige. Yay, we're a great power. I hope this war never ends. Oh, what do we got? Brazil! Hey, Brazil! Yep. At least the bar thingies stay. It would be super annoying if those bar thingies didn't stay. Alright, well that was a quick war. Here's my fleet. And they can go back home to Brunei. Oh, so we're just at war with the North German Federation now, eh? And it looks like Austria joined in. Oh no, Austria just started another one, with the United Kingdom getting involved. That would be nice if those two just kind of, like, joined together. I can understand why they don't, in keeping, you know, the different war goals all there. But then, I mean, then this would be a great war. And it would be everybody against Germany, which, you know, I mean, it's sad for Germany, but... well, you know, whatever. I think on that note, this is a great place to end the video. Let's focus in on Spain again. Oh, look at that lovely country. Alright, so, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.